Yeah.
Yo, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy
Hi.
Friday. Happy Friday. We finally made it. Untitled Live, episode 83, baby. Was really good.
Not much. Nothing but
Hi.
pain.
He said nothing but pain. You was telling me about that shit backstage that you just don't know how you started limping.
Nope. Tell you, enjoy your youth, man. Whoever's young, enjoy your youth. Because when you get 39, yo, you go to bed perfectly fine, and then you wake up with an injury, yo. Like, you don't even know how you got it, yo.
It be like that sometimes. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. When you get to that age, man, you start to like this unexplained injuries, bro. You wake up, you may have a fucked up shoulder for the rest of the day. You don't know why. It just happens. You gotta let your body just deal with what just happened, bro. Like, who knows? Maybe your spirit was fighting off a demon or some shit. Who knows?
Maybe, probably. Demon was having a boxing match with my foot, yo.
My man was just punching your foot. Oh shit. Oh man, we finally made it here, man. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for supporting. I see the two views. I see y'all. Don't worry, y'all matter. This is Untitled Live, man. If this is your first time seeing this channel, seeing this show, we talk about all things pop culture. We go left, we go right. So sideways, who knows? But yeah, so we do a quick post check in the morning. I mean, not the morning. Jesus Christ. Well, find out how our weeks went. So we're gonna start with Mr. Soul Brick, man. How was your week, buddy?
It was okay.
This guy. Thank you for sharing. Whoa.
Get around, applause.
Whoa. So, Brick, calm down. You're sharing too much, man. Stop.
Yeah.
Cool down with the oversharing, yo.
Yeah, I'll try to do less next time.
It's like, it's the context. But it's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean nothing crazy this week. On my end, anyway. So.
Nothing happened great this week, man. Nothing that is worth celebrating. You woke up this morning. You woke up every morning. Nothing. He's having a hard time here, guys. All right, we're gonna circle back to Chris.
No, I think he's good. When he said it was good, I think he was good. He was like, I'm good.
Spoiler time. Get my popcorn. Whoa! We're not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna go crazy with the spoiler talk. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
I don't know. You know how Red feels about us Puerto Ricans.
Oh!
Ooh, we got jokes. And it was on point too. Okay, it was just.
Look at that. Yo, see, my man. See, y'all sleeping on Soul Brick, man. His comedic timing is impeccable right now. See, he's quiet, but he comes out of nowhere. Sad Kevin Samuels died. Yeah, dude, that was kind of fucked up. And you know what's really fucked up about that shit is the fact that everybody else in the world knew except for his mom. Wow. Everybody knew. Everybody was reporting it, and she was like, what? And she was trying to get in touch with him, and nobody knew nothing because he was a very private dude.
That's great.
Yeah.
56 years old. Yeah. I wonder if she had him young.
56 years old. I mean...
But he was 56.
He was 56. Maybe she could have been like in the 70s, maybe late 70s. Possibly. I mean, who knows? Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. And it was crazy about that is that people are super toxic. There's people like celebrating his death right now.
Let's not say people. You've been politically correct. Women.
Yeah. Listen, but I don't want to see. Listen,
you being politically correct, but the women that he talk about that he tells y'all to avoid, those are the ones that celebrate his death, which shows you his point on their characters. Like, to celebrate somebody dying just because you don't agree with something he says is like ridiculous, yo.
That's like ridiculous. That is very true. Yeah, I wouldn't. I get it. He was brash on his delivery on certain things, but again, if you don't like what someone like, if you don't like someone's point of view or someone's opinion, you could definitely like just not
Don't
watch it, not worry about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he was not like, you know, what's crazy about that is that people only share when he talks about women. He talks about men too. He talks about
He
broke
definitely
men.
did, because I've seen videos where he the same way he ripped into women, he ripped into men too, the same way. Like
And
he called them losers. He said he literally told one guy, I saw him told one guy, if you make it 30K a year or something like that, blah blah blah, you are a loser. Like he told a guy that, like, what he said, what women want you.
Listen, I don't agree with a lot of shit he says, but that's his shtick. That's his demographic. He talks about, you know, resetting people's expectations on what they think is the right man or right woman. Like, there's people out there that I saw one that she had like 5 kids, and she still fucks with the baby father and all that shit, and she's still looking for like a decent man. I'm like, he was like, who are you looking for again? Like,
not even a decent man. She's looking for someone who makes the 6 or 7 figures. And like, bro, it's like these chicks is wild, bro. Like, you doing nothing for yourself, and you want a guy who's making 6 and 7 figures. Like, sis, you can't even go to the gym to make yourself look right for the dude, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So that it's fucked up, man. But yeah, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace on it. Like, it's fucked up, man. We don't really know the details. The details are very vague. They said that maybe it was a heart attack, cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
I'm
hearing heart attack.
So I mean, listen,
it shocked me because he looked like a fit guy. So, but then again, my mother was saying that she could run in the family, like heart problems can run. That could be genetic. So you never know.
Yeah, it could be, especially if you're not regularly getting checked up on it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have like you said, if you have a lineage, like just a family history of that shit, like you have to go in for those procedures, even if you feel healthy. You know what I mean? You just gotta, like, if that's a genetic thing, you have to get that sorted out. But yeah, so yeah, rest in peace to him, man. Fucked up. But, yeah.
I heard the treatment he was taking for his conditions. I think he had Laskin's lymphoma, something like that, for about 3 years. I believe they said. Yeah, so he's been fighting it for about 3 years now, and I believe they said the treatments that he takes can exacerbate heart attacks and things of that nature. So I think that's probably what it was.
I'm still sad, man.
Yeah, man. So it was fucked up, man.
I'm gonna watch that average at best video later, yo. That's the video that got him. That's the video that got him famous, yo.
Yeah, he was saying some wild, crazy shit.
That rate yourself from rate yourself from 1 to 10, and you can't use 7. Yo, bro.
Everybody lands on 7.
Because everybody would hit 7, yo. Rate yourself from 1 to 7, or 1 to 10, and you can't use 7, bro. That video, when that video went viral, bro, that was it. He took off.
Damn. Yeah, man. So my week went pretty solid. Went quick. You know, I got to watch Moon Knight. I got to watch Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So it was a good Marvel week. What else? Nothing other than crazy people on the train. I'm taking trains now to work. We spoke about this, like, I think 2 episodes ago.
Oh yeah,
and every day is something different.
You're fully embracing the New York experience now. You're back to embracing the New York experience now.
It's wild, dude. These fucking trains are wild, man. Like, every day is something different, bro. Like, I think the other day, was it Wednesday? Some guy walked in with a big ass fucking Bluetooth speaker and started blasting country music. Yo, I was like, yo, you have to have like your confidence level of you not caring what people think about you is at 1,000. Because that shit was trash. It was not even like good fucking country music. It was trash country music, and he knew all the words. And his whole drip was weird.
I hate when they come in Best Buy with that shit. They used to come in Best Buy with the fucking Bluetooth speakers blasting music and shit. It's never good music, like you said. There was some crap.
Remember that couple that used to walk in? They used to be singing, they bop it and shit.
They still do that.
Oh my god, they're still around.
They still pop up, yep.
Too much violence. Yeah, man, the violence is crazy, bro. And the funny thing is, though, the fact that Mayor Adams was like, "Yo, if you see cops on the train on the phone, take a picture." Yo, every cop that I've seen on the train, bro, they're like this. Yeah, they fucking shook. They're not even trying to take out their phone. They're like looking like they work at Best Buy. Yo, it's crazy.
My thing is, why the hell can't they be on their phone? That's ridiculous. Like, I know you want more police presence, but why can't they be on their phone? The phone is not gonna stop them from like hearing something or some shit's going down. You know what I mean? Maybe they gotta text a loved one real quick. Say, hey, I'm gonna be late.
They're in a hot ass fucking train station, bro. Hot stinking train station.
Mm-hmm.
Hours at a time. No bathroom in sight. Like, come on, bro. Like, them being on the phone, you never seen an incident happen where the cop was on his phone. He could have stopped. You know what I mean? Like, that hasn't happened.
We might not have seen it. We might not know about it.
Because girls are getting raped on. Great, I can't say that word. Great. I gotta say great. Girls are getting raped on platform.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, the way it looks right now, dude, 125th, it's a battle. It's fucking. It's a battle royale. I hate getting off that stop. I mean, that's the only stop I can take to do the express, but like, shit, that shit it's a different world.
Yeah.
It is a different world, man. But yeah, that was my week, man. Week was pretty solid. Bro, how was your week?
You know, my week was good until this fucking leg thing happened this morning. But other than that, my week was good. I was watching. I watched Moon Knight. I saw Doctor Strange today. Instead of going to the 1:00 show, because that shit was packed, I looked at it and said, "Oh hell nah, you know, this should look like COVID testing grounds right now. I'm not going to that fucking shit." So I saw the 10 a.m. I was up. It was like 7 a.m. And I saw the 10 a.m. show had barely nobody was in it. They had like mad seats available. So I picked the seat away from people. I went to the 10 a.m. show. I said, "Fuck that 1:00 show. I'm good." So I saw it early. I saw Doctor Strange in the morning. And then I also watched the Amber Heard lies. Oh my god, bro! This when you thought this bitch couldn't get like bad enough, bro. She said nope, I can make it worse. Now this heifer gonna go on the stand and say that Johnny Depp raped her, bro. Graped. I gotta say graped.
That shit is so messy that I stay out of that shit.
Like, bro,
it's too messy.
Why is that not the first thing you said? Yo, when you first said abuse, that's the first thing a female's gonna start with, bro. Like, if that happened, the first thing they're gonna say is that, yo, he did this to me. You know, like he did to me. That's not gonna be something that just comes out later in the trial. Like that's the last thing. Oh, and he did this with a bottle.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning. That dropped this morning, right? Or yesterday? The bottle situation.
I think it was yesterday or the day before. But like, yo, she's so disgusting and messy. Yo, like, she really makes it bad for like real victims out there. Like, now it's gonna be like a real victim's gonna step forward. It's gonna be hard for people to believe them because of people like Amber Heard, who's just using the Me Too movement as a way to like punish. It's not even to like. It's to punish and get back at Johnny Depp for wanting to leave her. That's all it is. She's doing it because he wanted a divorce and he wanted to leave. He was crazy.
He was stated to make $23 million.
And it cost him $40 million.
And he lost that job. So right now he's suing her for 50.
She cost him $40 million, bro. That's crazy.
$50 million. He's suing her for $50 million. So like, if he wins, she's done. She's not even worth $50 million.
Right.
She's gonna go bankrupt. She's
gonna be paying him back for years. Whatever money she makes, she gotta go pay him back. You still gotta pay that $50 million. They ain't gonna just back it off. That's what OJ. Anything he makes, any money that he makes, it goes to the Nicole Brown's family. He don't even make money for himself. He's still paying them back.
Wow.
Yeah. That's super crazy. Mm-hmm. That's wow. Yeah, man. I just hope that I feel like this fucking trial is going on forever. They just need to button this shit up so they can both move on.
That's because Johnny never had mad witnesses to say that he's not an abuser versus her who don't have. It's over now because it's her side, and she ain't got nobody to defend her. She nobody's on her side, so she's done. I think people waiting for like Elon Musk and James Franco's testimony.
Wait, are they set to come in?
No.
They're supposed to testify, but I heard
they're not going to.
I heard Franco denied it. I heard Franco turned it down and said he don't want to testify.
But they can subpoena him.
I guess, but
he's on tape really, on that day. The day that she got allegedly beat, they were together, right? I don't know, man. This is fucking messy. It's all over the place, man. Who knows, man? Both these motherfuckers can be lying. I don't know. Who knows, man? This is risky problems.
It's clearly Amber lying because she got done. All the evidence points to her lying, and everything points to Johnny telling the truth the whole time. So, because I've been following the trial, and yeah, everything points.
Yeah, Red been on it.
It points to her lying. She's done.
This is like, Red Witness News, bro.
Like even
Red's the on-scene correspondent for the channel.
Yeah, he's Red Witness News, bro. I'm telling you, this motherfucker would know. This motherfucker would know everything. Yo, you the way you be knowing shit about like your I guess Egyptian fucking folklore, whatever that shit is, like that's your thing. My man right here, my man is Red Witness News, bro.
Word.
Don't get it twisted.
Word.
That Pinocchio and her are related, yo, bro. They might be, yo. Only her nose don't grow.
Yeah, did y'all see her like in the middle of her fake cry pause for the picture though?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, did you not? Yo, did you not?
Paused so they could take a picture of her tissue.
Yo, did you not see?
Oh my god.
That they photoshopped a tear on her cheek?
Hmm?
Nah.
I was like, yo.
Nah.
Wow.
She was having trouble getting them tears out, so somebody had to help her.
Oh my god,
I feel, hopefully, like I said before, I want this shit to end. They both need to move on. She needs the help. She needs help, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, Johnny was trying to move on. She dragged this out. Like when she did the whole thing with the whole saying that he raped me, he abused her and all that stuff. And then he saw how it affected his kids. That's what made him fight the thing, because he was just gonna let it lie, but his kids was getting like bothered by this stuff. So that's what made him go to court to fight this shit. So he was willing to walk away. He was done. It's Amber that kept this shit going, you know. And like even if he doesn't win the case, like her reputation is tarnished now, bro. Like her name is Mud, bro. Like she's done. Like everybody's seen in this trial, like the shit that she does, yo, she's done. She's not credible no more.
I mean, in her defense, she was never really like an A-list celebrity, anyways. I think the only high-end movie that she was in was Aquaman, and that is limited to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and if they could give her 10 minutes, I'm sure they could probably buff her 10 minutes out if they wanted to. They can get rid of that 10 minutes if they wanted to. They're just waiting for the trial to end.
Like, you know, Shorty's a bad actress, yo. She can't even get people to believe her on the witness stand, yo. Like, she can't even fake cry. How you can't even cry? Like, most actors know how to cry. Like, her crying was so bad. It was, like, unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell. You could tell by watching it. You can see that she's not being truthful. It doesn't look like she's. She's like, well, I don't know. You know, I'm an actress. So I don't really remember things like that. Like, bitch, you're an actress. Like, you remember. Your job is to remember lines. Your memory should be impeccable. Mm-hmm. So you should definitely remember. If anything, that traumatic episodes like that, man, you should. Sometimes you. I mean, you could definitely forget about them if you want to bury those emotions, but. Most of the time, like, you'll remember them shits, like, you know exactly what you wore that day.
But even so, like, you could definitely see who was the victim, who was the abuser. Because when Johnny was on the stand, Amber was staring daggers into that nigga. Like, yo, she was staring at him like, yo, like, I will kill you if I will kill you right here in this courtroom if I could. Like, she was staring at him.
I wouldn't be surprised. Amber was on do some dumb shit.
Bro, when Amber was on the stand, Johnny eyes, he couldn't even look at her. His eyes was down here like this, like, that's a sign of somebody who's been abused, bro. Like somebody who's facing their abuser. They can't face their abuser. They look away, they look down and stuff like that. She's on the stand the whole time telling the lies, and he's looking down. He can't look at her. And then most people they were talking to the lawyers.
Look at her like that.
Huh? What happened?
I'm sorry, but I was saying because he's a male, people don't look at it in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking for that in him. Whereas people that are objective and biased, you can see that, like as you're pointing to right now.
Yeah, and then when people was talking, everybody was talking to the lawyers when they're doing the trial. She's talking to the jury. She's looking the jury in the face when she's doing her thing. So the whole time she's looking this way to the jury, because everybody else is looking straight ahead at the lawyers, talking to the lawyers, blah, blah, blah. When she's telling her story, she's looking at the juries because she's trying to see which jury she can get to react how they're going to react to what she's saying. You know what I mean? And if she needs to amp it up to get more of a sad reaction out of them and stuff, she's trying to see their reaction so she knows how much further she should go with her lie, if anything like that. It's really sad, man. Like you said, it needs to be over because this is really. For me, I feel like it's really tiring for Johnny. You can tell in Johnny's face that he doesn't want to do this because he's an introvert. But the fact that she pushed him here is like, it's killing him. You know what I'm saying? His business is out in the street, which is something he don't want.
Yeah, this shit. And mind you, this shit was like when you reading the transcripts, it's like this is like 2017. This is like when she got the Aquaman role. Aquaman came out in 2018. So they was filming this bitch in 2017. So this is a long time. 5 years is a long time to be dealing with some shit. You know what I mean? So I just want Johnny Depp to kind of move forward, and we want to see him back on the big screen. You know, move forward and with these roles.
For real. I know Captain Jack. I know Captain Jack is dead because he said he ain't coming back to do it. But
that's true.
Hopefully he can create new characters that we fall in love with.
Hey, listen, you know, money talks, bullshit walks, man. Disney said, hey, listen, here's this bread. And you know what I mean? Like, he'll come back. Fuck that shit.
You know what it is, though? I think for some reason, I think he's like a high moral guy. Like, I feel like when he said he was done, he's like, he meant it. Like, no amount of money is going to make him come back. I felt it, bro, when he said he was done with that character, bro. Like, I think he felt betrayed by Disney that they did that to him.
Yeah, I mean, he got two of the biggest major studios, and he's not fucking with. So he's gonna end up going back to these I think he's going back. He's gonna go back to WB. You can't say you're not fucking with Disney and WB. You gotta go back to one. WB. To be honest, WB did him more dirty than Disney did, because mind you, Pirates was not like they that last movie for them. They saw that as the last installment. Until like later on, it was like an afterthought where like, hey, we can come up with a new one. But like, he legit had a movie deal with WB. Like, he had a 5-picture movie deal, and they did him dirty. It's like, yo, fuck it.
Or you know what it is? I think it's more the history with Disney than the currency of the deal. So it's like, say I have like my friend, I have you, right? Fresh, like you're my friend for years, right? But then I have like Stinky, even though Stinky's been my friend for years, but like just say Stinky, I just met Stinky and we started working together and we became cool. recently, right? And then something goes haywire, where y'all both turn your back on me. Yeah, it hurts me, but it will hurt me more that I knew you longer, that you turned your back on me versus Stinky turned his back on me, who I just recently had dealings with. You know what I mean? Because Disney, he been with Pirates. He did the animatronic for their rides and everything like that, bro. He was deep in Disney, man.
Your little scenario seemed a little too close to comfort, bro. Felt like it was real shit. No, not you. I'm just saying, like, we had conversations offline about something that's very similar to what you say.
Oh. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I was like, a word. All right. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, when you know somebody for years, it hurts more when that person turned the back on you versus somebody who you just met, you know, or somebody who you just dealing with or whatever like that. So that's why I think the Disney thing where he said, "I'm never doing Captain Jack anymore," is like it really hurt him. You could tell that Disney turning it back on him really hurt him.
Yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense. He got to go back to one of these fucking major companies.
Yeah.
I would like to say I would like to see him like another like Tim Burton flick, or like Tim Burton is his guy. That Tim Burton will fucking cast him for every movie he makes. I'm sure he would have cast him for Dumbo, but because he was being canceled, he couldn't cast him for Dumbo.
I just want to say,
Colin Farrell.
Shout out to Dior. I'm gonna get that Dior Sauvage cologne because Dior stuck by Johnny all through the shit. They didn't drop him, so I'm gonna shout out Dior for this shit.
Yo, that shit. Yo, high key, shit smells really good. That shit smells mad good.
I'm gonna try. Well, I never had it before, but I'm gonna order it. I'm trying it now because
it depends, yo. It depends on your skin. For some reason, like certain smells smell different on skin. Like,
yeah, it's true. You gotta know. So
what, your body kind of
shit.
Yeah, you gotta know what works for your body. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that one that smells good on me, as well as like I have Versace Eros that goes well with my pH balance. My pH balance.
Oh nah, Dior. We gotta talk about these prices, baby.
What's it expensive, bro?
Dior.
You're gonna have to make a trip. You're gonna have to make a trip to fucking Macy's every morning and get your quick little fucking sample and then fuck off.
Bro, $104, Dior. Damn, bro.
What size is it? The little lipstick size, right? The small shit, right?
That shit's highway robbery, bro. They'd be like 4 ounce bottles.
It said the 2 floor ounce.
2 ounces? It's just nothing, bro.
No, two
that's
floor
camel,
ounce. Yeah.
Oh. I'm about to say that's fucking camel spit.
Camel spit. The 3.4 floor ounces. It's fucking 104. Damn, that's expensive.
I mean, listen. It's probably, it might be worth it, bro. You might end up stopping that one lady, be like, "Oh, this motherfucker smell good." That's all you need, bro.
You can get a 0.34 ounce for $66. That says like 2 sprays. That's like mist, bro. That's not even a 0.34 ounce. Yeah, that's like as soon as you go like this, that shit is done. Like it's halfway done, yo.
You wear that you only wear that for the dates when you go on dates. You can't wear that shit like regularly. That can't be a daily. It's too expensive.
Yeah. or you gotta go to the Persians on 34th Street. You gotta go to their shop. If you pay cash, they'll sell it to you half price. You can probably get it for $50. You gotta pay cash though. They're not gonna put it on a credit card, but
it might not be real either.
No, the Persians are legit. That's why I said the Persians. I said the Africans are gonna say the fake shit.
It's real. It's real. It might just be watered down a little bit, but it's real.
Africans in the street. I'm talking about the Persians that have like the little cologne stores. They sell like multiple shit in there. They got colognes. They got the watches. They got the jewelry.
Yeah, the jewelry.
Them the dudes you go see. They sell legit shit. But they're gonna sell it half off. You gotta pay cash. So if you pay card, they're gonna charge you full price.
No paperwork, my friend. No paperwork.
Yeah.
How
I'm
was
saying,
your-
my friend, you did this, and I give this for you another $40 here, altogether $80. Two
For
colognes,
you,
man.
for you, my
For
friend.
you?
Personally.
Bro, those are my dudes,
was-
man. I love them dudes. They always give you a deal of cologne, man. I love them dudes, man. And they always smell good too. Cause when they better, they work at a cologne shop, but they always smell good, man.
Now them shits be OD. Them shits be strong, bro. They will spray themselves 1,000 times, bro. Like, yo, you give them a handshake and you go home.
The cologne is on your hand. Yeah, it's over.
It's over. Like, give me what you wearing. If that shit sticks on my body all day, I want that. Give me that. Give me that shit, man.
Yo, but Fresh Prince, how was your week?
My week was good, man. Started off a little crazy. Well, that was like kind of the middle of last week. My son got a little sick, but he's better now. So we got a chance to. He still stayed home, so doing work with him and doing that bonding time. That was good. We did get out yesterday, 3D. So that was cool. That little whole day in interactions was cool. You know what I'm saying? Memories, parents, fathers, y'all know what I mean. So that was just a good outing and good feeling. So yeah, that's about it, man. It was a good week.
Oh shit! Major shout out, yo! My son's birthday was today, the big 11. So happy birthday to my baby boy.
Birthday, 11-teen.
Happy birthday, Travis.
Yeah. That shit. Time flies, man. I remember that little boy when he was born. I'm like, shit, dude. This kid is like almost my height, which it's not saying much because I'm a short person, but he's almost there. He's about to. I'm sure he's gonna be taller than me, which great. Finally, we could break the 6 feet threshold.
Hope y'all ready.
Oh, not really. My brother is 6. My brother's 6'4". My older brother, but he's my half brother. So yeah, that's cool, man.
A couple more years, you're gonna have girls calling the house like, "Is Travis here? Can I talk to Travis, please?"
Oof. I'm not ready for that shit, man. But yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. 11, a couple more years.
You just dated yourself on the low, Red. You said calling the house. Ain't nobody calling the house no more.
That's true. That's true.
I wish.
Yeah. Now
That
it's like, yo,
true.
it's Instagram, whatever, WhatsApp, FaceTime. Shit.
Yeah, you got a spot on all of that. You know what I mean? You got a spot on all of that, yo. You sure? Oh, what's going on? What y'all talking about? Nah,
I know all the tricks. I know all the fucking signs, bro. I know all the flags, bro. I'm the flag creator. I know all them shits, yo. He's gonna get nothing slipped by me.
Yo,
maybe watch.
When you do the naughty pics, Travis, you gotta do like the yawn, like you gotta use the bathroom. I use the bathroom. you can't get excited. You can't show excitement and get them like, oh, you gotta ease up. Like, okay, yeah, let me go.
Wow.
Oh man, nah, let me stop. I'm behaving myself.
What else happened this week, man?
This was great.
What else happened this week? I feel like something else happened. I feel like we're missing something because we don't want to get into these topics just yet.
I missed 2 episodes of Halo. So.
Oh, who cares, bro? That shit is trash.
I didn't even watch it.
Yo, this is coming from the guy that hasn't even tried it yet. He's just like, yo, I heard that shit was trash, so it's trash. He ain't even watching himself.
All right.
Okay. Stinky. Halo review.
So okay. Is it not trash for someone that did watch it that can't get his 6 hours back?
Last episode was trash, but
yeah, I missed
but it was kind of vital to the story. But I was just like, there was no Master Chief, so I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, it's Halo.
But the story is pretty good. It's not bad.
Okay. Is it because you're settling It's almost like you working at a store with nothing but ugly bitches, and after a
It's,
while, they start looking good.
It's Stockholm.
No.
Stockholm
It's been
syndrome
too
setting
long.
in, yo.
Like the first episode was like, why do he remove his mask? Then you're like, second episode, you're like, okay, now this is starting to make sense.
I don't know, buddy. You're gonna sit there and call me out my name when I already know it's trash. Why should I waste 6 hours of my life that I'm never gonna get back for something that I know? For one, it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
2, my man takes his helmet off in every episode. Like, no, thank you, bro. No, thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yo, he's like,
not even the
a
helmet
shot.
on. Took off the whole armor one time too.
Damn.
My man was in his drawers. We saw Master Chief's nipples. You laughing because they probably did show his nipples. They did, right?
Yeah, they did.
See, there's certain things you see. You know what? If you guys want to watch a fucking good show, I'll watch the fucking Under the Banner of Heaven with Andrew Garfield on Hulu. That shit is fire. That shit is fire.
Is that the one he's investigating?
That's a fucking show. That's the one he is investigating a murder. He is a Mormon, and he is. It's heavy. It's heavy, bro. It's only 3 episodes in. So like, if you guys want to wait so you can binge, I'll want to binge. But it's almost like True Detective, like a lost episode, like a lost season of True Detective.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got when I saw the trailer.
It's really fucking good. There's so much other good fucking shows that's on right now that I'd rather not. To be honest, I am feeling a little superhero fatigue. I'm feeling like I'm starting to watch other shit that's not superhero related, and I'm enjoying it a little bit more because there's so much like. I get it. There's a lot of fucking everything is a superhero thing. Everything is superhero. Super this, after watching Multiverse of Madness and this other shit, like I'm kind of like I'm excited, but I'm like tapped out. Like I don't know if you guys feel the same.
No, I've been rewatching My Hero Academia.
I could feel you fresh a little bit. I can feel where you coming from. I think I know why.
It's a little bit.
I think I know why. I think I know where it crept in from.
Yeah, it's a lot of like I don't know. we can say that for later in the episode. That's gonna be. But yeah, but there's a lot of shows out there that gets my attention. For some odd reason, man, I try to watch anime. I can't watch anime. It's just I don't have. For me, when I watch movies or TVs, I kind of like get lost in that space, right? I become part of that space. When it comes out to animation, it's hard for me to kind of connect with the characters because it's animation. It's not like an actual person, real emotions. Because I draw on facial expressions.
There's real emotions, bro. There's real emotions in anime. Relax with this shit.
I mean, I'm sure there is real emotions, but I cannot. Me personally, I can't connect to it, so I lose interest. So when I don't connect to something, I lose interest. Like I was watching Uncharted yesterday. If you was to ask me what happened to Uncharted, I don't fucking know. My eyes was watching the shit. I have no idea what happened in that fucking movie. The movie was garbage.
I told you, bro.
You did tell me.
I said it's the dude playing Spider-Man. You're not even watching. You're not even watching Nathan Drake. You're watching Spider-Man play Nathan Drake.
Not even because his accent. Like he had like this weird like Boston accent, and it was killing me.
Like, bro, he was apologizing to people. Oh, sorry. Like, what? Nathan Drake don't apologize to no one. Like, bro, what is? I don't know.
I have no idea. All I remember, the beginning starts with him being on the fucking dangling, like in the video game. That looked cool. The only thing that was like, oh man, that's pretty dope, was the credits because they played the original soundtrack to fucking Uncharted. I was like, oh, that's nice. That was my highlight.
He did wear the Nathan Drake outfits, and like the end part, he had the little gun holster outfit thing, and then he also had that shirt that he wore too. The end scene when they're in the restaurant doing some kind of handoff or buy off, whatever. He wore another outfit that Nathan Drake wore.
Sure, he did a really good cosplay.
Did you see the voice actor for Nathan Drake pop up in the movie?
I did, and I wish it was him that was in this movie. The moment I heard his voice, I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit no more, even though it was already at the end. I was like, yo, Uncharted could have been an animation. It could have been a fucking like a Pixar kind of like 3D. It could have been so many different fucking things. Other than that, but I know that with these actors and shit. With these actors, they get like these multi-picture deals, and Sony's like, hey, we got Tom Holland for like 10 movie deals. We need to get rid of his contract. Let's throw Uncharted at him. You're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see him in a lot of other movies, and that's how it be. I don't think that his original pick was to be him.
I think with Uncharted, Uncharted issue, I won't say it's a totally bad movie. Like, I'm not gonna just like say it's totally bad. Like, some of the action scenes I did like, but I felt like it was just poor casting. Like, the casting was way off. And it's like when you do a movie of a franchise that people love, you gotta get the casting right. Like, you gotta make people feel like these are the characters come to life on that screen, and like they didn't do that. Like, Sully was not a match for Sully that's from the video game at all, bro. Like, Mark Wahlberg is not a good Sully. Like, I'm not gonna say Mark Wahlberg is a bad actor, but he's not a good Sully because he doesn't have that Sully persona character. This guy, Tom Holland, is not a good Nathan Drake. One, he looks nothing like Nathan Drake. He does act nothing like Nathan Drake, and it's like, what's the point if you're gonna have him as Nathan Drake? You should have somebody who's gonna be like Nathan Drake. Like, that's the whole point of the movie. You're supposed to make me feel like I'm watching Nathan Drake on a big screen, from the video games to the big screen, not me watching Spider-Man dress up as Indiana Jones raiding tombs and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The casting was off. The casting was way off. They should have did a better casting job.
I love me a little bit of Mark Wahlberg, right? Four Brothers was a really good fucking movie. I mean, it doesn't hold up now. I saw Four Brothers like last week, and Mark Wahlberg says some shit he'll be canceled.
Yeah. He said racist shit in there. Yeah.
He said the N-word, and he said that shit like he said it a million times. That shit flowed out of his fucking mouth. I'm like, I don't remember this line. This must have been the director's cut because I don't remember this shit. It was just wild. You know what I mean? But like, going back into his movies, I do like his movies, but his acting, his range is limited, right? No disrespect. I love him. But it's like his character, he plays the same type of character. He doesn't really like branch off. So like watching him play Sully was not like him. There's so many other people that could play Sully, and it just I guess Sony owed it to him because he was originally promised to be Nathan Drake, and because he aged out, it's like, you know what, let's just make him Sully. Even at the end, when they show his mustache didn't even look like Sully.
Nope.
And he just had a mustache.
Sully got a mustache with a little slick back hair, looking like some kind of Italian mafia looking kind of sleazy thief dude.
Oh,
like
shit.
he
It's
looked
not
nothing
good,
like it.
bro.
He looked nothing like it, bro. Like, bro.
Normally when I get a movie, I watch it within the first 24 hours. I watch and I sit and I just fucking I go into the zone. It took me a while to watch it. It took me like almost 4 or 5 days to even start it. Cause I'm like, oh man, I don't want to, cause I've heard so many bad things, and I don't want to be put down. Cause I love Uncharted. Like I played every single one of them shits. I think the only one I didn't play was the one that was like exclusive to the Vita, cause I didn't have a Vita. So that was the only story I didn't play.
I still gotta play the last one.
I played the one with the chicks. It was just the two. It was like the two chicks. I'm like, I did all that, the whole universe. Those graphics blew my mind away. And I was like, this is amazing. This is top tier gaming. This is fun because it's like I'm playing an Indiana Jones game. This is my shit. You guys know me. I love anything that has to do with like treasure. So like you think that this movie would be like right up my alley. I was like, no. But hey,
Warcraft has treasure.
I hate you.
Speaking of treasure, you know
see this guy right here. He comes out of nowhere, right? He's like trolling. You get the one troll.
You know, there's National Treasure's coming out of a TV. I think a TV series.
Yeah. They got Jason Bartha is coming back.
But he's the only one coming back. They don't got Cage and the other girl.
Wow.
So watch it. It's gonna bother me, right? Because you guys know how National Treasure.
It says it's not Benjamin Gates though, so it's gonna be a different. They're not gonna mess with the Gates. They're gonna save that for the movie. So apparently it's supposed to be a new character or whatever that's gonna be exploring.
I hold those two movies very near dear to my heart.
I know
I've said it.
You said some insane stuff with those two movies.
Yeah, I've said it, and I stand by it. I think they're better than Indiana Jones.
Bugging, absolutely bugging, crazy.
You think I was gonna see that? Right? You think I was gonna see that shit again, right?
You're absolutely insane for saying that, bro. That's absolutely insane. Bugging.
Nah, bro, that Crystal Skull shit was trash, buddy.
One movie? You gonna hold it at one movie, bro? We don't even count Crystal Skulls. And I'm sure the next one that's dropping is gonna be like Crystal Skull all over again. That's like holding Die Hard to the Die Hard, Live Free and Die Hard and A Good Day to Die Hard. Nobody counts those movies. We know Die Hard ended after Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Word up.
Indiana Jones ended after The Last Crusade, man. That was it. This other movie, I don't know what
they rode off into the sunset, man.
I
don't know what happened after that.
That was also an Indiana Jones shit.
My man
rode off into the sunset.
My man Shia was swinging on vines, bro. Caught up with a car,
bro. I don't know what movie that was. I don't know what movie that was.
Mind you, that was my first experience with fucking Indiana Jones, man. So I was like, this is Indiana Jones, because I've never seen it once before. I saw the trilogy. I think within the last year, I saw the trilogy. So yeah, so I'm like, oh shit. But I watched it all. I watched all three of them. They're solid. They're cool. It's my shit. I wouldn't say they're trash. It's just National Treasures just speaks to me more.
Why?
I just love the dynamic, right? First of all, I just love the soundtrack. The music gets me hyped, right? Because it reminds me, because it's the same composer that's from the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? So it just kind of draws you in. Then like the history, because it's not like we're not in the fucking 40s, right? We like, modern time, modern like marvels, like they're finding things that was lost in the 1800s. It's a little bit different. The second one, then when Benjamin Gates found the book, the president's book, like there was mad shit that was in that book that was supposed to be explored in the third one, and I was like, I really want the third one to happen, and that didn't happen. So we're getting a show. Yeah, I wonder why. A lot of people don't like those movies. I'm one of the few that like fucking Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Like That movie sucked, but I enjoyed it.
Listen,
I fucking enjoyed.
Green Lantern is not as bad as people made it out to be, bro. Like I feel like
that's fucking crazy.
I feel like Green Lantern got a really bad rap.
Same could be said about Halo.
Nah, Halo's bad, bro. I actually watched Halo. Halo's bad, bro.
My man think he about to die on. He gonna die on that Halo hill, bro.
Yeah. Yo, we all love Halo, man.
We love what we love.
All he does, all that fucking show is someone cosplaying. You watching someone that's cosplaying on a green screen and giving some kind of story. Even his armor is shaky, it's wiggling. When he walks, the fucking armor is just jiggling. It looks like you could tell it's plastic.
Bro,
there's like it doesn't even look metal.
Halo's bad for me. One is because they got the stories all mixed up. Two, they're on Reach. Reach is where all the Spartans are supposed to be, and they only got like 4 Spartans, yo. They got like 4 or 5 Spartans. Now, mind you,
they all die in Reach.
And Reach is there. So if Reach is there, they're supposed to be Spartans. There's no Spartans.
That was like the last hoorah. That was the fucking. That was the
part of the, there's 4 Spartans.
That's my point. There's supposed to be more than 4 Spartans because Reach is there.
Maybe they're off planet at the moment.
Nah, they're not off planet, bro.
Maybe because they ran out of budget. They got no budget. Make more armor, dude.
Let me call it the same 5 Spartans for everything, bro. Oh, we need you for this. We need you for this. We need you for that. We need you for this. We need you for that. Like, bro, there's no more Spartans. They only got 5 Spartans out of the whole Reach program. Come on, bro. Like, nah.
Yo, it seems the show when I saw it seems very big, right? But yet feels very small. Like the scale seems very small. It once again, I'm not drawn into it. It's just like when I watched the first episode, I'm like, okay.
I would have made it 30-minute episodes. I would have made it 30-minute episodes where there's a lot of action, like some quick dialogues, stories, a lot of action. That's what we all want to see. We want to see them fight shit. I don't want to see them talking. They talk for like how many episodes, bro? They only fought in like the first episode. Then after that, it was just nothing but talking. Oh, the Covenant this, the Covenant that. Oh, this artifact this. Oh, my mother's this, my mother's that. Oh, my father's this, my father's that. I don't care about none of that shit, yo. I want to watch Master Chief kill aliens, yo. That's what I want. That's what I watch the show for. Like, bro, I got none of that.
Yeah.
And then the flood. So there's a woman controls the flood now?
No, the flood's not even in the series yet.
Bro, they showed the flood in one of the episodes. The girl was killing people with the flood.
Chris is like, oh, I didn't watch that one. I must have yawned. I must have yawned for 10 minutes.
When she was walking around and all that little tentacles, that's how the flood gets you. They go in your body, they take you and all that. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that's the fucking flood. So they just have the flood roaming around. It didn't get released from the Halo ring like it happened in the game. The flood is just controlled by this woman. Okay. Noted.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? This is wild. What the fuck we was talking about? That got we got.
We talk about National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Then we talk about Indiana Jones. We diverted because we was trying to tell me why National Treasure is better than Indiana Jones, but we diverted the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, that's me personally. I just think that for me, this series speaks to me more than Indiana Jones. Maybe because I didn't watch it as young.
You said soundtrack, right? You said soundtrack, right? Hum to me the National Treasure soundtrack. What's the National Treasure main? Hum it. What's the National Treasure main theme?
That's weird. I mean, I know the song.
It's not. I can hum you Indiana Jones right now.
Yo, my man, he just did that shit where some random person walks up to a girl wearing a band tee and says, "Hey, name a track from Guns N' Roses," and she can't name shit.
I said, yo, hum the national. You said the soundtrack was better, so I said, hum the national treasure main theme. The main,
but
theme.
It's not. But it's not a main. It's just a tone that's happening in a movie. It's just a tone. It's the way the composer makes it. Like when something is happening, like a threat, is like the music goes with the storyline. It's not like it's not like a theme song. It's not like a theme song that's playing. That I'm talking about. It's not like John Williams' fucking score. I get it. John Williams did fucking Indiana Jones. Yeah, he's fucking great. But that's not my thing.
He's talking about the atmosphere that is set by the music and the score, as opposed to just the songs of the score.
So you telling me there wasn't atmospheric music when Indiana Jones was walking up to that idol and he had the freaking sack in his hand and he had to swap it out real quick? There was no atmospheric music theme going on with that?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I just don't care for it.
And then you over here he's over here sweating and shit. Not the sack. And then the music stopped and you think he good. The next thing you know, he's running for his life. Man, come on, man. Man. Indiana Jones, man. Yo, bro, come on.
That's your thing. That's your thing.
And he would have beat up those people that was chasing Benjamin Gates throughout the whole national church. He would have wrecked them dudes. He'd have wrecked them dudes.
I mean, Benjamin Gates. He wasn't a fighter though. He was not like that. Was not. He didn't advertise that he was a fighter. To be honest, I don't think he wanted to fight.
Indiana Jones didn't advertise it either, but he was ready for it when he came.
my man know how to use a whip, a lasso. You know how to do
man out here
shit.
scrapping. Yeah, he was scrapping out here, man.
Yeah, he was scrapping. I wouldn't. It's the only. It's hard to compare both those movies because they're in the same genre, but they're not the same.
They are
type
different.
Of movie.
They are different.
They're not. It's just the only thing that has the same correlation is just Treasure. That's it. It's not it's just exploring.
What did y'all think of Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code? Those two.
Those are good. I would say
like,
I would compare those two movies.
Would y'all? Yeah, right. That's where I was more at.
That's how I would compare
those two. Are they part of the
movies.
same story?
No,
it's different. Yeah.
Angels and Demons mostly deal with not even Angel. Dan Brown's thing mostly deal with like religion and symbolism, versus National Treasure. It deals with more like.
No. But
I don't want to say. I'd say National Treasure deals with symbolism, but more like secret societies and stuff like that, rather than
I was gonna say, to make that comparison with Stinky, I think they do handle the same material. They're not a part of the same story, but the context in which both movies deal with, or both series deal with, is a part of the same history.
Yo, you want
Does that make sense?
Because it's history.
Watch the Dan Brown series they have on I want to say Peacock. Is it Peacock? Or I think it's called The Lost Symbol. I watched that recently, bro. That series was fire, bro. Like, yo.
Yeah, I like that kind of shit.
Like the shit threw me off. Like you thinking things going one way, then you find out you're like, what the hell's going on here? Like, bro. Yo, Lost Symbol, and I can't wait for them to like do another one of his book into a series, bro. I feel like that's my shit. Robert Langdon stories is lit, yo. I'm sorry, them Robert Langdon stories is lit.
Yeah. That's my shit. It's when they tie human, like not human, but like American
real
history.
life history,
and they put a spin to it. Like, all right, cool. Like it'll be like a character that we love, like. He's the person that killed JFK, not who we think killed JFK, but they'll play around with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Da Vinci Code had people mad as shit, boy. The Vatican was pissed, boy. Everybody was pissed. Da Vinci Code? Oh my gosh.
shit, Angels and Demons too. That shit went even further with it and threw science into that. Like they was.
Bro, they lost.
I love those movies. I love those movies.
But let me tell you why Da Vinci Code they lost their mind when they found it. They gave Jesus. Jesus had a granddaughter. Like
yo,
they really lost their mind.
Let me tell you, I was in a theater, right, and I've said this before. I went into the theater. I forgot what movie I went to go see, and the girl behind was like, "Oh, what are we gonna see tonight?" She's like, "Well, we're gonna see Angels vs. Demons." Like, "Oh man, that movie's gonna be great. I can't wait to see Angels vs. Demons." I'm like,
"Wow,
you're gonna be very upset."
Wow,
you're gonna be real upset when you see that there's gonna be no angels, no demons, bro. She thought she was watching Constantine or some shit. But I like that shit. I like when they when they play around with American history. That's why National Treasure kind of like I'm drawn to that because I like watching like shit like Ancient Aliens and shit like that, like all these conspiracy things and the Freemasons and all that shit. That's why I like those movies because they kind of like it taps into that.
You know where all those movies stem from? Indiana Jones, man. Indiana Jones is first, man. They all come from Indiana Jones. Symbolism.
He wants Red. I know what Red is trying
secret
to do.
societies.
Red.
It's true though. They all deal with the occult and all of those aspects of it. They're just looking at them through different prisms.
Real quick, Prince. Real quick. And let me stop you here. Right? Let me stop Red right now. Red is trying to get me hot, right? He wants me to blow up while I'm saying, you know what? Fuck Indiana Jones, and that's his trash. That's what he wants. That's what he wants.
No, I do not.
I'm trying to be a cool Christian man right today. I'm trying to be like, I'm gonna hear you out. And I'm like, yeah, cool. All right. That's he's poking the bear. He's poking the bear.
Oh man, went to the soundtrack, to the symbolism.
He's like, yo, tell me, tell me the theme song. Yo, hum the theme song. Oh, you don't know it? Oh shit, I can tell you. Like he's just like, But it's all good, yo.
I was just watching. I was waiting to see if he was gonna be successful.
I swear, I'm not trying. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. My bad.
I was like, you're about to have to make another clip in a minute, Fred.
Man, I'm too tired, man. But yo, what time is it?
It's 11.
Game time.
We hit that 1 hour mark. You know what that means, baby.
Spoiler time.
No. Oh, spoiler time for Moon Knight. Spoiler time for the movie because we go in with the spoiler with Moon Knight. All right, so this last episode dropped, and when I turned that bitch on, and that shit said 43 minutes, I started panicking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's 43 minutes with the credits. Okay. It was a lot to digest. I kind of felt like Red a little bit. Right?
That's not a laugh.
Welcome to my side. Come on. I was like, okay, all right, I get it. We had 5 other episodes to get through the talking.
Right.
Let's get some Moon Knight, right? We got Moon Knight. For like a good, I would say, 10 minutes? We got a good Moon Knight?
Yeah,
right?
Roughly.
Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What pissed me off a little bit, right? Overall, I think the show was great. But when you had Layla's character outshine Moon Knight, that was a big problem for me. The show's called Moon Knight. Listen, don't get me wrong. Layla is beautiful. Her character.
Quick question. Did you feel that watching it, or did you feel that after you absorbed everything?
I felt like that after I absorbed everything. It didn't happen because I was having a good time watching it. Right, I was like, damn, like I felt like at the end, I'm like, damn, I feel like there was more that should have been done. Like it was kind of like cut. It's like you taking a shit, but then you have to leave real quick, so you have to cut the shit, but you still have shit there. So you wipe it for mad long. That's how I felt. But let's go back to Layla and go back to her becoming the Scarlet Scarab, right?
Oh, Red Scarab.
It's a Red Scarab.
Scarlet
Scarlet. Yeah.
Her being the Scarlet Scarab,
fucking awesome.
With the wings, just for like the 5 minutes, did better than what Wonder Woman ever did.
Yep.
And the whole entire movie, when she had the Kingdom Come outfit, what should have been epic in that movie, right? And they fucking threw that shit away, like her shit gone. She looked so fucking incredible, bro. Like I want to see her in more things, and we are gonna get her in more things. But once I saw her, I forgot about Moon Knight. That's what happened at the end. When I tried to absorb shit, I forgot about Moon Knight. I didn't care about him anymore. I wanted to see more of her because it seemed like she had more fight in him. Yeah, but I think that I honestly think and it goes back to a couple episodes ago when I kind of called it that Khonshu the whole time was using them both and was always using Jake Lockley. And I'm like, yo, he had some, like, we just didn't know what his motives were. We thought it, but we didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
But the show was overall great. I'll give it a 4. But I just wanted to see more of Moon Knight. I wanted to see more battle. I wanted to see. It's almost like my nightmare came true. Like they're gonna rush it again. Marvel fumbles every time. The last episode, they fumble the fucking episode. Like the only time they didn't fumble was Loki, right? They gave you like a good finale. This one here was like WandaVision had a good finale as well. Yes, yeah. I'll agree with that. But this one here was like it was just too quick. We got a nice post credit, which was amazing. I was hoping. It sucks that we only got like five seconds of fucking Jake, which I think is pretty dope that they have him speaking in Spanish because the moment they bring all three of them together, like, are they gonna understand? Like, are they gonna understand Jake? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are they gonna just know? I think that maybe Steve will know some kind of Spanish. Who fucking knows?
Likely.
I know that I'm jumping back and forth with the episode because it's a lot to process. Because even if it was only 40 minutes, it was just a lot to kind of take in. But I love the world building. I love that we're getting this whole other world, and we're gonna get all these new avatars now. Because if you guys notice, a lot of these fucking human avatars are gone.
Yep.
They got bodied. Osiris got bodied. Everybody got bodied. So they're gonna look for new people to take on this mantle. And
so,
yeah, go ahead. I'm done talking.
That was a little part of my issue too. Like, you had avatars of the gods, and they're in their center where they're the strongest, and they got taken out by regular humans. I mean, Hera had a special staff, yes, but the rest of them were just regular human beings. Yeah.
But what kind of like irked me is the fact that they didn't even show it. Right, like he did the staff, and he was about to clap, and like they just panned off somewhere else. Like you didn't even see the motherfuckers get like hit. They just the next time you see them, they're kind of laying on the fucking steps. Like we don't get to see these things. Like I get it, it's pretty cool when Jake takes over and we don't see it because it's gruesome. But sometimes you want to see it. You know what I mean? You want to see the fucking mayhem.
I want to see it. I want to see how he won the fight. Yeah.
No, I feel like that was the missed opportunity because I was fine with everything else because now it makes it a rewatchable series where you could go back and be like, oh, that's where Jake was. That's where Jake was. Like there's little signs that showed him the whole time that you could go back and see now. But this is the finale. Like, all right, have him black out and just be like, all right, fellas, I got this. Or whatever. Some little shit to whatever be like, oh, shit, that's Duke now. Let us from our position see him do all the shit we've been wondering about what he was doing. then have them be in the dark. They're the ones that are supposed to be in the dark about this, not us. It's the finale. Let that out. I feel like that's where they missed or dropped the ball in this whole thing, and that kind of pissed me off.
You think Jake Lockley's Moon Knight, his version of Moon Knight is the same as Mark Spector, like the same outfit, but it's just maskless? Because it seemed like when he beat him up, and like he had no mask, so he probably shows his face like how Layla is, because Layla was fully exposed. Layla had her hair was so poofy, which I loved. She was I was looking at her, I was watching that shit, and I kept saying, I was like, oh my god, she's fine, bro. I was like looking at me like, all right, take it easy, bro. Take it easy.
You said that for your wife?
Oh yeah. I was like, oh, she's hot. Oh, she's hot. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It was very deserving for her to get that point.
She's a very gorgeous woman.
And I was like, damn, this is our first Egyptian fucking superhero. And then like 5 seconds later, you see like one of the little girls, and she goes, "Are you like an Egyptian superhero now?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty dope."
I want to shout. I like Tara in this episode, man. Tara.
Oh, she was dope. She was so happy and shit. I was like, shit, I'll be her avatar. Like,
what up?
She was like, Tyrell, are you there? She was like, Layla.
And then when she
the perfect costume.
And she was talking, and then like when Harold looked over, she'd pretend to be dead. And she went away.
Did you see the voice actresses that played these fucking characters?
They are
gorgeous.
Bro, I didn't see Tara, but I saw Aminette's voice actress. I said, holy crap. She could possess me any day, bro. Holy crap.
Funny shit too, because my son, I'm watching it with my son, and he's like, yo, dad, nah, she's when the alligator came out, he's like, yo, dad, she's kind of sexy. I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, yo, you mad weird, bro.
Yo,
whatever.
I ain't gonna hold you, son. I'm not look fine in the motherfucker.
You saw the braided hair with the clips on them, like that looks hot. Like the whole design of that character was amazing. Whoever designed it
very
was
detailed.
And even when she was talking to Harold, like you could see that freaking alligator was exuding sexiness as she was walking by.
Yeah, bro.
She's like, your scales is unbalanced.
You know what? It was crazy that Harold's character, right? Harold's character, you could tell like he was really in it. Like he wasn't being an opportunist. He was like, yo, bro. He's like, my scales are unbalanced. Fine, I'll take it to the afterlife. Like he was ready to just lose it all. Like his main purpose to get her free. And I was like, oh shit! Like he was not an opportunist. He was really like he believed her.
Yep.
And I appreciated that. Like, that's nice.
She's like, nah. She's like, last person to
put out a
balance scale. But betrayed me. Say, damn, Alexander the Great betrayed her. He's the one that locked her in stone. Alexander the Great. He's the last person he had perfect scales, and he betrayed her.
Yeah, that was.
That's why he had a statue in the coffin. His coffin. Now I just thought about it.
So she couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, in real life, Alexander's coffin and his tomb is missing, so nobody knows where he is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This show is a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack. There's so much, and I haven't watched any breakdown videos yet of it.
Nah, me either.
So I don't really know if we're missing anything, but I know that watching it, I was just like, holy shit, this is happening. Like this is within the MCU. Regardless if this show is not necessarily referencing the MCU, it is in the MCU, and we're gonna see these avatars in some capacity, especially with Scarlet Scarab.
There was supposed to be 2 cameos that they cut too.
Yeah, 2 Eternals, right?
Mm-hmm. They didn't say who it was supposed to be, but they said there was supposed to be one in the beginning and one at the end, at the very end that they cut out. They cut out both of them because they wanted to keep it more centralized.
They wanted they I was talking. I heard it was the Eternal. Like it was gonna be one of the Eternals, and that Layla's character was actually supposed to be like have a different love interest. It was supposed to be another character. Damn, it was another Disney Plus show that. Oh, it was supposed to be Echo.
Oh shit!
They said Echo. They said Echo and Layla was supposed to be a thing. So
I don't remember who that is.
Echo from Daredevil.
Shawty from Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like, how would she make it all the way to fucking Egypt? Like, I don't know. I'm sure Marvel would have a reasoning, but I'm glad they kept it, like you said, centralized. It needed to.
Yeah,
this shit was too much to have other cameo. It would have been nice to see like Blade or any people within this realm, but like, I was okay. I was okay with not having camp. I was a little sad, but I was like, all right, it doesn't affect my score or doesn't affect the series. I think more or less, the only issue that I had was that I didn't care about Moon Knight the moment I saw Scarlet Scarab.
Wow, it's the Mark and Steven show, man. I told you. I said it already. Mark and Steven. Call the show Mark and Steven, because that's all we get. Although, I like that Steven came out badass this episode, though, with his two sticks. He came out
kicking ass. He was doing flips over beams and shit.
Right.
Nah.
My man went from being a clumsy ass salesman to being a fucking acrobatic.
Let me tell you, if Layla wasn't around, Howard would have had his ass beat. My man was 2v1, and he was beating their ass. My man was standing on Lego pieces the whole entire fight. I'm still winning.
Standing on glass. Still kicking the ass.
Yo, live with that shit, bro. He was banging them out.
He was holding it down.
Cause mind you,
he
like
got a suit though, but he was holding it down.
Yeah, like think about it. He was the fucking original Moon Knight, and he was kicking ass. He has experience, so I'm sure his hand-to-hand combat. My man was flying, bro. When the fuck he started flying?
That staff. That staff got extra abilities. Got the Amnet.
What I loved was like you had to fight on the ground, but then you had two fucking big ass giants fighting, and mind you, like nobody could see them, only but who wishes to see them saw them, and I was like, damn, bro, like that shit was crazy. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful
the shot with Harold walking in when they were still fighting in the background. That shit was nuts.
I was like, they spent all their budget. The whole entire budget, whatever money they had remaining, they spent it all on that last episode because her CGI looked better than Moon Knight CGI. Imagine her wings are fake. Cause they look real. This was just look crispy. It didn't look flimsy. It looked once again, she looked good. I don't know what I can't say, you know what I mean?
All I know, if I was Mark, and I'm looking up at the sky and I'm seeing my avatar, the person I'm avatar for getting his ass over there. I chose the wrong side. What's going on, man? You talking all that smack fight, you big old bird. I've been talking that shit. You talking all the smack about vengeance and stuff. You get over here getting your ass whipped by some chick who just came out of Iraq.
Yo, Layla was wild. Yo, when he was like, "Yo, you want to be my?" She like, "You want to be my avatar?" She's like, "No, I don't want to be your fucking avatar." She's like, "No." She's like, "Hell, fucking no." He's like, "Oh, we need it." Yo, the moment Mark breathed his first breath in, he was like, "Mark." He fucking bounced like, "What?"
That was out.
He was like, he felt his presence. He was like, "Mark is not in this. He's not on this world." He was hyped because he knows he has him like.
As soon as they got out the duat, they was like, "Oh, Mark and Steven."
Yeah, dude. It was a good episode, man. I had fun with it. I was sad that it's gone, like every other Disney Plus show that comes and goes. But at least we get Obi-Wan. I think in 2 weeks.
I mean,
right? 2 weeks.
I don't know. This episode, I feel like it was just alright, yo. I don't know.
It was.
I didn't feel wowed. Like I just felt like I don't know. Maybe I'm getting that comic book fatigue, like you're talking about too, like or something like that. But
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. It's the fatigue, dude. It's like we're getting so much, and it's like because these shows are week by week, it manifests as more opportunity to get hype and think about theories that can possibly happen. And then when you don't see them, you get let down week after week after week. You
but
get
then
let
also,
down. It's like
I wanted more. I wanted a lot more Moon Knight, and I feel like this episode they should have gave us more Moon Knight. They should have resolved the shit with Mark and Steven and the Duat a lot faster and gave us more Moon Knight. I felt like Moon Knight should have been the deciding factor of the win. Like he blacked out. They didn't show us the deciding factor of the win. They blacked out and just showed him on top with the axe to the guy's head and everybody else is dead around him. It's like, bro, like the climax bout, show us what happened, yo. Like there's no episode after this where we could review back this is what happened, and we don't even know there's gonna be a next season. They said season finale, but they don't even. This guy he's not signed for another season.
It's on Disney Plus. It says series finale originally, and then now
it switched
it to season finale. So we might. Oscar Isaac, the ball is in his court, man. He's smart. He didn't sign up for major multiple deals, so they're gonna have to pay him good money to reprise his role
and come up with a good script, because it's not just about money. He went through that shit with Star Wars. He ain't going through that again. So they gotta come with a script.
I mean, the only bright side about the whole thing is that he said he likes playing the Steven character. So
yeah, I don't. Now go ahead, my bad.
Now, out of all the characters the personality of characters he's playing in the movie on the show, he said he likes playing Steven the best. So I don't know, maybe that might help him decide to come back or whatever like that if they choose to like do another series. But who knows with these actors nowadays?
Me personally, I feel like his story has already been told, right? And I think that moving forward, it should be. What happened?
Oh, I tried to ignore that shit.
I tried because when you stuttered a little bit at the beginning, you was like me.
So you're making fun of my stuttering?
He did the Porky Pig, and then I was trying to like hold it in, but I don't like that. He's in troll mode today. He's trolling all of us.
Yeah, that's a sore spot for me, but I'll move on.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. So yeah, I lost my train of thought, guys.
You were saying for you, how the show was feeling for you or something like that. You was talking about, and that's what you was talking about originally. How you said for you the show. And then,
there should be, possibly. I'm a little hot right now. 1 second, I'm trying to not go up on this nigga right now. So yeah, I think that he should possibly be like in an ensemble flick. Him showing up should be in a movie where it should be like other people, like Blade, Black Knight. So I don't foresee him having his own solo.
I mean, they could do that, like like you said, the Midnight Suns. Or I know Blade is a movie though, so I don't know if they're gonna put him on a TV show because Blade is supposed to be a movie. Morbius is trash, so I don't know if they're gonna bring Morbius over because nobody liked the Morbius movie at all.
We still got Ghost Rider,
but they got to tell a new story. It's not gonna be Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Norman Reedus, man. Get him in here and let's go.
Well, they are about to end Walking Dead, so they could possibly talk to him. But when he played good,
what they're waiting for, honestly, because he wants to play that character too. So,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, Norman Reedus is a good fucking actor. I mean, he's always on the motherfucking motorcycle. So it makes sense.
I mean, you can also bring back the Marvel Knights brand because Now that they got Daredevil and Punisher, Moon Knight is part of the Marvel Knights brand too, so he could bring those back, those to make that little group thing too. So there's a bunch of like possibilities what to do with his character if they don't want to go in more depth with his story and they just want to keep the. I'm sorry, what's the third personality name? Because I forgot his name.
Jake.
They want to keep Jake as the vicious version Moon Knight. They could do that with the Marvel Knight series, but that's supposed to be like their darker storylines and stuff like that, where more the heroes are more into killing and maiming and hurting other villains and stuff like that.
Do you think they're afraid of doing like another ensemble like that after the Defenders?
I don't know because I think. Oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say I don't know because Defenders was more Netflix kind of thing, and they really dropped the ball with Iron Fist. I think Iron Fist was one of the reasons. Iron Fist and Jessica Jones to me were like two of the reasons why I think Defenders didn't like go off as good as it could have. As well as their series was trash as well too, because I didn't like their series.
Yeah, and plus the writing was trash. I mean, it's all based on the writing. If the writing is not good, they're not. It's gonna fail if the writing is trash.
Like, bro, the whole 2 seasons of Iron Fist, he only had one fist that glows up. Iron Fist has, it's ridiculous. It
was at the end. You saw him use both,
and they didn't even show us how it happened.
Yeah.
So he waited till like the series is over to show. Okay, we're gonna show he got 2 golden fists now. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, they'll button it up soon. Hopefully, I heard he might be coming back.
Ooh.
I don't know why. Iron Fist.
Ooh. Bro, don't do that to you. Chill.
I heard they trying to like connect all these things.
You can't give me Shang-Chi and then come back with that same weak Iron Fist, bro. Hey, you can't. No, you can't do that, bro.
But they might. I mean, they could redeem him. They could redeem him.
How? Did you see how he fight? He must have been. If he's been in a dojo for like.
You put him in a mask and you get him a stunt double.
Historically, these Netflix shows were very poor when it came to fight sequences. They were never really good unless it was Daredevil. Daredevil had like the best, right? But when it came down to like Iron Fist, Defenders, Jessica Jones, all those other shits, Luke Cage, that last battle, the fucking season finale, that shit was trash. It was like Meteor Man. It was the worst fight sequences. So like, once you get somebody like, you can get like these fight choreographic people, whatever, they made fucking Keanu Reeves fight like a beast. So it's all based on who you hire, if they're masters at those set pieces. So
and
you
he
can
didn't
make
have
him
time to
great
prep before they did the show either.
So like they can get the right people to train him to do the hand-to-hand combat, and it's all about based on the director and the cinematographer where he catches these nice angles. These Netflix shits, the angles were trash. Camera was too close. You couldn't see the move. So it's all based on the back end people.
Bro,
the back end people.
You know what's crazy? You're saying this, right? And I know they could do a good action sequence. Because when you watch Iron Fist and they showed the video of the Iron Fist with the 2 golden fists, the action sequence was fire. I say, wait, why wasn't this shit in the whole TV series, yo? Because when they showed the other Iron Fist, who was the original protector, he had the 2 fists, and I see, this action sequence is fire. So why are we watching this trash ass fighting when we know they could give us good choreography like they did right here? It was crazy. Because
the dude had no skills and he had no previous knowledge of any of that shit. So it's like you bringing in a fresh actor and you could give him that choreography, but if he can't do it, it's like shit. All right, we got to slow this shit down and we got to do this because this dude can't do too much. And that's with the consequences of the show. So I agree. I don't want him back, but at the same time,
I don't want him back.
They could correct it if they wanted to. Like, yeah.
I feel like you can find another blonde, another actor, find another blonde actor
That's
who
the
can
route they
fight
should go.
and have them recast that role. Because after you show us Shang-Chi with the martial arts and Shang-Chi,
Yeah,
you can't come weak with the Iron Fist. Because Iron Fist is supposed to be up there with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is the best hand-to-hand fighter in the Cinematic Universe. And right under that, probably 2 or 3 is Iron Fist after that. So he's supposed to be like either number 2 or number 3 after Shang-Chi. He gotta come correct after what we saw in Shang-Chi. You can't give us a weak Iron Fist. Like it can't happen.
But what if
Daredevil looked like a more capable fighter than Iron Fist did in the Netflix series.
But what if they use the same fight trainers they use for Shang-Chi and apply that to Iron Fist?
I'll accept it as long as they give me what they showed me in Shang-Chi for Iron Fist. I'll accept it. Even if it's old boy, if he somehow got better and he does what they doing in Shang-Chi, I'll accept it. Because you know me, I talk shit, but if the person end up being good at the role, I'll take it back. Like I did with Robert Pattinson. I talk shit about him being Batman. I took it back when he showed that he could do a good Batman. So
because it's hard to kind of like move forward with Shang-Chi without bringing up Iron Fist, because they like aren't they like hand in hand at one point? They're like they buzz, right?
Yeah.
Their universes or home worlds are like connected, right?
Yeah, because Kung
Long and Tao Lao, whatever.
Yeah, they're both one of the 7 heavens of the the martial arts world. So where Iron Fist is from, that's one part of this. That's one heaven of the 7 heavens for the kung fu, and then where Shang-Chi and the rest of them, there's another part where his mother is from. That's another part in the series.
Nice. Well, let's see, man. I don't know. I have no idea how Moon Knight is gonna move forward, because they kind of shot themselves in the foot. But this is pretty much his whole entire story.
Probably pop up in Werewolf by Night.
It makes sense.
Oh shit! Did y'all catch a Kang reference?
Mm-hmm.
The Kang reference.
If you scan some barcode that was popped up.
The barcode. The same barcode. They switched it now. Yeah.
It shows Moon Knight fighting Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the dude that he stabbed, not the dude he stabbed, the dude he had over the cliff, and he said he devoted his life to for was it the fuck we saying?
Amit.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Amit, yeah. The back of it. Yeah, the jacket had a version of Kang on it.
Yeah, it had a silhouette of Rama Tut on the back in purple and green.
We can't keep talking about Kang because it's gonna bring us to this whole Doctor Strange shit. So we're gonna hold off. Gotta hold off, man, because we still got like another half. You know what I mean? But like,
I was really let down on how they did Osiris in the series, though, because Osiris is a Sky Father in the Marvel comics and in the comic universe. He's a Sky Father, so he's I know he's not dead because only his avatar is dead, but I still feel like it was a letdown how they did him in the series, like. Because he's supposed to be like a Sky Father, like Odin and Zeus. Like, they're all part of the Sky Father Council and all that stuff, where they all meet up and they talk about shit with their pantheon and what's going on in the mortal worlds and all the other threats. Kind of like when the Chaos, you remember the Chaos series where they all met up and then somebody accidentally let Chaos into where the Sky Fathers were. They're like, oh shit. That's another one. You think Gore is bad? Yo, Chaos is crazy, bro. Chaos
stuff to come in. Yeah, man.
Oh man, yo, you think Gore is crazy? Gore shit is crazy.
I'm hyped for a lot of this shit.
I hope they bring Chaos to the.
I would say look at it like this, because I kind of felt the way for a second, but in my head canon, this is the way I'm gonna keep it. Osiris was distracted because he was down there trying to open the gates to let Mark out. the avatars were there trying to confront Harrow, and I think Harrow just got to jump on these niggas before the gods got to possess them and give them the actual power for them to actually fight. I think he just got to jump on them real quick because you saw the girl in the back. I think her eyes started to light up and then they switched away. I think he got to them before they could get possessed, so they didn't have a chance to do anything to him because they didn't know what was coming. They all got together and they was like, "What's going on? Harrow's coming. Somebody's trying to free Amit." It was a lot of chaos, like you said, going on. And I think he just got to jump on them before the gods could actually get into the actual play, the field of play. So I just left it at that. As far as being mad, like, yo, this dude just took out all the gods. I'm like, he got to jump on him real quick. I'm just looking at it like that because
I felt like what episode was it when they brought all the avatars in? That was like episode 4, right?
Like
That'd
3,
be 4, yeah.
4, something like that, right? Yeah, I think it was 4. It was a super misdirect because the whole entire time, even after, I'm like, these motherfuckers are corrupt. Like, they was quick to say Khonshu was lying and they was believing this one guy. And it seemed like they were like in cahoots with him. And then when shit hits the fan, they're like, oh, it's Harrow. Harrow's coming. Like, you didn't see that shit coming? Like, it was very obvious.
But we know they had to edit around some stuff because dude was supposed to have more of a play on it too. So
yeah,
I think that might have been something that kind of spent off into that storyline that they had to cut out probably.
Because he was probably an Avatar as well.
Possibly, because he's supposed to be Shadow Knight, so he possibly could have been. He probably was Osiris's fucking avatar. You know what I'm saying? They probably had Osiris doing some dirty shit. Because he was giving me sus vibes the whole time from the beginning too. So, I don't know, man. I think we missed out on possibly some more good stuff, man, because of that. But, rest in peace.
Yeah, it seems a little cut. Like a lot of stuff was cut. Yeah. Like a lot of fat was cut. Yeah. But I'll give, like I said before, I'll give Moon Knight a 4. A very strong, solid 4. Not a shaky 4, just like a 4. So overall, like as a series, I would give it a 4.5. How about you guys?
Well, I gave it 5s pretty much the whole way. Yeah, it was, like I said, turning my brain off and just watching it, I had so much fun. I was excited. Easter eggs and things are pouring out, shocks that we didn't see coming. I was very excited watching it play out. The only thing that took me out, like I said, is once I got to the point where they did that ending where we didn't see what happened, I felt kind of awkward with that. And then that kind of took me out of the story and then sent my mind into other avenues, and that kind of brought the whole finale down for me. So for this finale, yeah, I'll probably give it a 4 also. On a whole, though, I still, up until episode 5, was like the best thing I've seen so far with the Marvel TV shows. So overall, I'll probably give it a 4.25 overall, because I still enjoyed a lot. But at the end of the day, if you binge it, that ending might take a lot away from you. So yeah, I'll go 4.25.
I think it's probably a 4. Series overall, probably a 4. I'm not gonna hate on it because I did even though like I did want more Moon Knight. I found the show to be entertaining, so I'm not gonna hate on the show. I'll give it a 4.
And that's a good fucking score.
For me, I would give it this episode, I would give a 4.5. I just wish we got more Jake out of it instead of just being like a surprise, like 10 seconds. So for the whole series, I give 5 all ever episodes. So this one was 4.9.
4.9.
So some good scores here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Before you wrap up for this show, real quick, I just want to put something out there. a little interesting because my algorithm is kind of crazy. But watching this show, I somehow came across this girl whose channel is called Bray, like BRAIDEE bunch. But basically, it's a girl that suffers from DID. She has her own channel, and she was reviewing and watching Moon Knight and giving her opinions, not necessarily on the characters, but basically from her point of view of having DID. And it's very interesting. And from what she was saying, what I thought watching the show, they put a lot of detail into the show that a lot of us probably pick up or think about or just like let fly over our heads because we're like, oh yeah, but I knew that because they're the same person and da 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 da. But when you really watch her and the one thing she says, they call it a system. So it's a system that they all are a part of. They break down the different tropes or titles like protectors and things like that. So when you look at it through that prism and see what they really did on the show, I really need to commend the show because that's one thing that they did for me. Besides the Egyptian mythology, which I love, this is something that I knew of but never knew about. And I feel like I learned a great deal about people suffering from this illness. And I got to commend them for that. And not being able to, and not alienating people that have this disease or either is a very, very hard thing to do, especially with the internet culture that we have now where people just want to rip everything apart. Once again, I just want to commend all of them for the people that put into the show because that was a great part of my enjoyment of it as well.
Hey man, that's just Marvel being Marvel, man. That's the beauty about Marvel's heroes, yo. They're made to be relatable to like everyday people like us, yo. So, like, of course they're gonna have they have a hero that has multiple personality disorder now and stuff like. You know what I mean? It's like Marvel thinks about everything. They think about like, okay, what hero can we recreate that people can relate to? Well, old school Marvel. I don't know about this new school Marvel. They're just lazy. These writers are lazy nowadays. But like old school Marvel, where like Stan Lee was at the helm and shit. Like they came with so many heroes that like people can relate to. Like,
yep.
Like matter of fact, look at Stan Lee knows that most black people didn't have like heroes to look up to. So he came up with Black Panther. A person who's never from the hood. He grew up a prince. He's one of the best hand-to-hand fighters in the Marvel universe. One of the smartest people in the Marvel universe. Has the vibranium suit, which makes him one of the most powerful people in the Marvel universe.
One of the richest in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, it's like, bro. This is a black person that they thought, and this is coming out during the time where racism was really high. Like, like Marvel always took risks, like putting out heroes that like people can relate or idolize to. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Look at the Fantastic Four. That's superheroes is just about a family dynamic. They argue and fight with each other like a real family while fighting crime and doing all this other stuff. Like, bro, Marvel's lit. You know? I love DC too. Don't get me wrong. I grew up on DC, Batman, and Superman. But when I always found myself leaning more towards Marvel when I was a kid because I found myself relating more to Marvel stories. Not so much like, I'm not fighting no villains or anything like that, but like with the superhero struggles or the struggles that Peter Parker's dealing with in high school. Like he's worrying about passing the test while he's over here being Spider-Man and saving person. He's failing his grades because the thing is taking his extracurricular activities taking a toll on the school life and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like it's different things that you can't relate to, like with these heroes. That's why I love Marvel. I truly do, man. So keep it coming, Marvel. Well, these new writers got to step their game up though, man, because they lazy nowadays. They just take old characters and then like flip them into new shit instead of just creating new characters like people can relate to.
Yeah. All right, man. So everybody gave their score. So I mean that's a good score. I think the show even though it fumbled a couple of things, but I still think that it's still a solid series. Rewatchable? Not sure. I don't think I've rewatched any of the Disney Plus shows.
Me neither.
They don't have like good rewatchability.
I think you could rewatch this one because knowing what you know now, you could probably go back. Like Fresh Prince was saying, you could probably go back and start picking up parts where, oh, this personality took over at this point, or this personality took over at this point with that. You know, you can start more focusing now which whose personality took over at certain points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think with like the part where Steven was in Latveria and like he was blacking out. I don't think it was Mark that took over. I think it was Jake that took over in those parts. Because I think Mark was like locked away because Steven was taking control, and then he was like, "Yo, what?" And then comes to, "Hey, what the hell are you doing here, man? Like, get the hell out of here." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if Mark created Steven from trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Steven created Jake of trauma. Mark might not know who Jake is.
No, he don't.
So Steven might know something, maybe.
He ain't no shit.
But fucking Jake was the one that was getting his ass beat every day.
And that's why I think Jake is the one that came out when he was in Latveria, because Steven was knowing he was about to go through trauma where he was about to be attacked and stuff. That's what made the Jake personality come out, and I think Jake is the one that protects them.
Because he's been protecting them their whole life.
His whole life, yeah.
Yep.
So Jake is the one that comes out and protects them.
He saw that Mark was about to get finished by Harold, and he was like, "All right, let me come. I have to save this dude again."
Yep.
And just blacked out and then finished the job. So I guess I think he just makes the hardest decisions. It's like, I get it. Let's do it. If we're gonna be in this body, but it's gonna be weird how they expose it. But I think they both know like there's something else happening. He's like, "Yo, who did this? I ain't do it. This was the third time that this happened where they were like, who did this?" So a little bit of them was like, one of them, they know something, just that they're not saying anything. They just being quiet.
I don't think. See, all right. So this is the interesting thing. This is what I got. This helped my theory watching this girl talk and explain about how it is kind of how they experience it.
Froze.
Because what I was thinking the whole time is what I think is going on, and I think Jake has been there the whole time. Right?
Fresh Prince. Yo, you froze for a moment. So start your sentence over, man.
I'm watching the screen. Y'all can hear me though, because
we can hear you now, but you froze for a moment, so we didn't get the beginning part of your sentence. So start it over.
I heard.
Just start the whole bit.
Yeah, just start the whole thing over. Just what you say.
Okay, so watching the girl that I was just talking about, the Brady Bunch channel, watching her explain how they actually, or trying to express how it feels to be in that system. What she was saying is, or what I'm thinking connects to the theory, is that I feel like Jake was there the entire time since Steven was manifested. Well, before Steven was manifested. I feel like Jake was the first one manifested, because when Steven was manifested, he kept saying, "It's not my mom. It's not my mom. She's not my mom." That's when he first changed into Steven. I think he was already getting beat and hit before that. So I think Jake was manifested before that in order to take the beatings, and that's what he was doing the whole time. But I don't think he was fully formed in the way that they both have personalities. Right?
Nah, because
Steven was living his own life.
Steven was also living, but when they went into that room, sorry to cut you off. When they went into that room, and he was like, "Oh darn!" He started like cleaning up. He didn't have any sense that he was gonna get beat.
Nope.
He didn't. That shit didn't even fucking register. He didn't even think his mother was coming in there with the energy. He was living his life.
Mark knew the energy was coming, so that's why he
was like, Mark was like, "Get out of there. He's gonna beat you." But if he doesn't remember that means Jake
was the one that was originally the one that was there taking the beatings the whole time. Steven was the last personality to be conjured or to be manifested. So Jake was there a lot longer than Steven was. He just wasn't a fully formed personality because he didn't have to live a separate life. He just popped in, took the beatings, and then popped back out. But then once the whole system was put into play where now you have fully formed Mark and you have fully formed Steven, I don't think he actually became Jake until the end of this show when Khonshu let them both go. They both accepted or maybe kind of fused, which is one of the topics that they use within DID systems. So now they're able to bounce back and forth and pretty much move simultaneously in a way.
No,
Jake has not fused with them. So now that they have separated kind of, now that other personality has become Jake Lockley.
but if you remember at the end, according to Khonshu, he made the deal with Jake the same time he made the deal with Mark, but Mark doesn't know about Jake. Only Khonshu does. So that mean Jake was around for the beginning of the Moon Knight missions too. So he was around for all of that. It's just that Mark didn't know that he was doing Moon Knight missions for Khonshu.
He was there since his moms first started beating him, bro. I think he was there since then. And okay, so this is what I forgot to say about.
So no, that for when the mother died, I think all three of the personalities were fully formed at that point, but just that Jake never revealed himself the way Steven did. But I think all three of them were born from, Mark was already Mark, but Steven and Jake were fully formed into their separate lives kind of personalities after the mother passed away, and he couldn't handle the trauma of going in there to see his mother. And I think that's what happened, where the other two personalities fully got their own like lives and stuff like that. And then when he went to see Khonshu realized, oh yeah, you messed up in the head, kid. I could use you, but I could also use this other violent guy that's inside of you. And Khonshu's able to talk to the separate personalities. The only person he doesn't want to talk to is Steven, because he feels like Steven is useless. That's why he never revealed himself to Steven until Steven started trying to figure out what's going on and crossing the barriers. What Mark was telling me, yo, stop trying to figure out shit. Just leave it alone. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. When I said fully formed, I meant as far as like a personality in a day-to-day like living. Like I don't feel he had the persona of Jake Lockley, but he was always there as an alter. Like, because this girl explains, like, sometimes, like, they can talk to each other, right? So it's like, you feel like somebody's there. So if I was here and we were together, I would just start talking to somebody. As if I was talking to you guys right now. So it would be kind of a weird thing. It's like I'm talking to somebody, but in her mind, it's like she knows she's talking to somebody, but that person is not there. They feel like, almost like how they presented Khonshu, it feels like a looming dark, like something just hanging over them. So they feel like something's there, but they can't communicate with it. And I feel like that's what Jake was their entire life. He was there. He was always around. When they were about to get beat, he stepped in. But he didn't, in their mind, he didn't have that persona of Jake Lockley. So that's kind of how I'm trying to express it. Like, he was always there, but that Jake character wasn't really there.
Because personally, I don't think Jake even wants like a life of his own. I think he just wants to just like do damage. You know, they do.
He knows his position.
Like he knows there. So like the whole thing where he like said that when Steven had the date with the hot girl at his job, he approached the girl as Steven. He didn't approach her as himself, like saying, "Oh hey, I'm Jake." He approached her as a Steven, and he kind of got the girl for her. Got the girl for Steve. I guess he probably knew Steven liked the girl or whatever like that. And he said, yo, you know, let me do the shit that these guys can't do. I get this nigga the date. I go kill these people that they can't kill. I go fight these people that they can't fight. And if I gotta take some damage for them, I'll take some damage for them. So I just think he doesn't want like his own personal life. But I think now, since Steven and Mark chose not to be part of the Khonshu's deal, Khonshu's now making him saying like, look, you're gonna have to start walking around as Jake because these two guys abandoned me, and I need you to do that work as my Moon Knight.
That's what I mean. Like he wasn't Jake Lockley
Makes
until
sense.
the end. Like exactly how you explained it. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it's look. This show's giving us good conversation. I feel like shows like this need to be more. Shows like this need to be created, and like that deals with the human psyche and deals with like human
Condition.
emotional trauma, emotional damage, all this stuff with the mind. I think we need to have more shows that's like focusing on like people dealing with situations like this and how to properly process situations like this, so to better your lives and stuff. Because nowadays it's like everything is like these reality TV shows and all shit. It's just crap. We need something like more and more people now are suffering from mental health issues than ever before. Like the suicide rates is going up. People don't talk about it, but suicide rates are going up. People are killing themselves left and right now because of mental health issues. So I mean, I think now we need to start having more mental health focused shows like Moon Knight and other shows like that will, help people process what's going on with them in their life.
I agree. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it that deep, but
Nah, you good.
That's how it needs to be, though, man. I totally agree with you.
And it's we just segue. We're just gonna go right to the next topic. Man. That's it. Got it. Oh shit. We at the 2-hour mark now, and we still got this to talk about. So this is a very vague review, okay? Because we're not gonna get into spoilers. I know that I'm the worst when it comes down to spoilers. I'm gonna behave. I turned a new leaf. Nah, fuck that. I'm spoiling this shit. I'm not. I'm gonna try my best. I won't be the one slipping. But bro, so Multiverse of Madness dropped Thursday afternoon, officially on Friday. Me and Chris was able to go see it on Thursday, 5:00 in the afternoon. Very early show. We didn't get to speak about it towards the end. I guess we wanted to wait until
I had to go get my chicken.
He had to go get his food. But yeah, it was once again, this is another movie that you have to digest. It is not it is they weren't lying when they said this movie was going to be very fast paced, because you get that at the very beginning. It's just like it just starts off running. It starts off running and it doesn't stop. Right?
Literally.
Exactly. And it moves. This movie moves.
Which I don't mind.
Yeah, it's cool. If
as long as you tell me why we're running when we stop running.
Exactly. I wouldn't suggest you watching this movie if you haven't seen WandaVision or Doctor Strange, the first one. I mean, this movie does dive into what happens, these events. You don't really necessarily need to see it, but if you want to have some kind of context and some kind of like connection to the characters, I would say watch WandaVision before you go watch this movie here. Again, it's I'm still processing it now. There's a lot of things I've seen. There's a lot of things that I loved, and there's a little bit of things that maybe I wish didn't happen. Once again, this is like a very vague review. We probably will do a spoiler episode soon before episode 84. We're gonna try to work that out.
Count down the spoilers in 5.
No. I'm being very careful with my words. No, it was good. Was I wowed? Not really. Like there was certain key moments I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. But then like okay, this is kind of like almost. It felt like Moon Knight, where I wanted more, and it was just, I just didn't get a lot of what I wanted. I love Sam Raimi as a director, but wow, it was very Sam Raimi-ish. Like a lot of his things he likes to do, like the close-ups and the Dutch pans and all that. You know, the camera coming from the bottom up. Like it was so Sam Raimi.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I was watching, I said this shit feels very Spider-Man 1 and 2-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't mind Danny Elfman as a composer. He's great at Beetlejuice. He's great at, you know, all the Tim Burton shit, Batman 1. His score for this movie was kind of like, it felt very Batman-esque. Like it was just like a lot of like wonky sounds and shit. The CGI at the beginning, I don't want to give it up. What happens in the beginning? Actually, not the very beginning, but when they come to, there's a part where they go to Earth, and I believe it's really in the trailers where you see the tentacle, the Shimagora Jace.
Yeah, I thought it was him, but it says not him.
It's not, because
they just can't use the name.
They couldn't use the name. The copyright name. There's a copyright. But yeah, that CGI was kind of wonky, bro. I'm not sure if you guys share the same sentiment. It didn't look great. I'm just trying to think, like, because every part of the movie, no lie, is a spoiler. Yep. So you can't get into one thing and
that's
like,
yeah.
It just jumps into another spoiler because everything is a spoiler. I would say, as a non-spoiler review, I would say that don't get attached. That's what I would say. That's don't get attached. Because people are getting excited about shit because there's leaks that's happening and people are like, oh my God. No. Don't get attached. Do not get attached. I do like the reference. There was a part in the movie where he says something, he meets this person like, whoa, I thought you guys blew up in the 60s. I was like, I fucking called it. I said, these motherfuckers were, I think we're probably going to get that into Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man will explore that family that probably got lost in the quantum realm.
Word.
I was like, and the funny thing is the theater didn't really say anything. It was very quiet at that point. I was like, ooh.
That was the only point that the theater went wild at.
The only point that my theater went.
I'm not talking about the reveal of the person. I'm talking about what Doctor Strange said. He referenced them. Oh, he said, I thought you guys blew up in the 60s. He said something in the case where they vanished.
Okay.
I thought y'all charted in the 60s.
Yeah, I thought you charted in the 60s. And also, they know they're in the realm. People know of them, which is cool because then you can keep the same actor to play the same character in.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
It better.
Yeah. So once again, we can't talk about it because it's spoilery. But you know, we'll definitely dive into that some other time. But yeah. So other than that, like anybody else can go. Like, how you guys feel about the movie?
Let's just end the show so we can talk about the spoilers. So I'm gonna give it a 4. We're not talking about shit, yo. Let's end this. So let's talk about this movie.
He's like, I need to talk about this. Just skip to the credits now.
Nah, but yeah, the movie. I enjoyed the movie though. Let me stop playing around. I enjoyed the movie. It was, like I said, it felt very Spider-Man 2-ish to me. Spider-Man 1 and 2. Even had some appearances,
which I can't stand it.
Once I saw it, I say, "Yep, Sam Raimi."
I don't know. I know he loves working with this guy. I know that he cameos in all his movies. I'm tired of it because he's so fucking like I don't know, over the top, bro. It makes the movie cartoony.
It made me laugh though, man. I felt like it was already cartoony at that point, so I was already like, "This is what we're getting." So it made me laugh, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I felt like this Doctor Strange, I don't know, was not. Is it weird to say this Doctor Strange wasn't very Doctor Strange-ish? Like, I got more Saturday morning cartoon superhero vibe from him than like Master of the Mystic Arts, like here
bro,
save the reality.
I share the same sentiment. I feel like his previous variants were more Doctor Strange than he was.
Yeah,
like the shit that they did.
No, don't get me wrong.
I agree with y'all, but at the same time, from another angle, I also feel like he did, and we got shit from him that was more Doctor Strange than we got from him before. So, like, I understand. It was a weird cartoony mix, but then I got certain shit that I'm like, oh, he's Doctor Strange now. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't get to finish my review, but okay. I mean, later on, we did. I'm talking about the earlier parts of the movie. It felt more Saturday morning cartoonish than, like, later on in the movie. Yes, we got more of the like, okay, more serious magic, mystic arts, Doctor Strange kind of stuff going on. But in the earlier parts of the movie, like the whole cape thing, like, oh, I'm time to save the day. It was like, yo.
I like that part, to be honest.
It was, don't get me wrong, it was cool. I'm not hating on it.
It felt like a flex. Like,
yeah, right.
But I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, that was kind of dope.
It was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool. It was cool as hell. It was cool. But it was Saturday morning cartoons. You know, you ain't see, oh, there's danger going on. It was like, I enjoyed the movie. All in all, I enjoyed the movie. I don't want to start slipping up and speaking spoilerish stuff. So I enjoyed the movie overall. I felt like I wanted more than like I felt like we could have visited a couple more universes. Like, I think we only visited like 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And like, I felt like we could have.
Yeah, I
feel like we could have visited a lot more. We could have. I would have. Me personally, I wouldn't mind sitting there another hour visiting more, exploring more universes, and seeing more. I wanted to see the Strange from What If.
He cut 40 minutes of the movie, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the Strange from What If.
I think we're gonna get all that too. I think that's why they cut it. We're gonna get all that.
Yeah,
you're probably right, because I see this is getting spoilers. Let me just shut up. Yeah, let me just shut up. So, yes, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. It was I can't give it a full 5. But I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I give it a 4.5.
No, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
I give it a 4.5. A shaky 4.5. It's almost a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaning more towards a 4, but I think I'm only leaning more towards a 4 than a 4.5. It's because of the hype towards the movie, and then actually watching the movie.
Yeah.
But I can't decide whether that's the marketing's fault or the rumor's fault.
I think it's us.
I think us, but there's also marketing as well, using us using our imaginations against ourselves, because you hear the multiverse of madness, right? Well, and the multiverse only consists of 3 universes.
I can't. You know why I can't blame marketing? Because marketing did its job. It was to get our asses in those seats, and that's what it is.
And it worked. It worked.
Whether the movie's gonna be bad or good, their only job focus to get our ass in the seat to watch the movie.
Shout out to them. They did their fucking thing, bro. So,
and they did a masterful job with this one because the hype was real.
Yeah.
The hype was super real because it was like you got WandaVision, and WandaVision was the first, TV series that was directly connected to a movie, and it was like 2 years in the making. People were like, yo, we need to see this fucking movie, and it's, you kind of like you don't feel nothing for Scarlet Witch, like you don't feel for her, like I don't like she was annoying at one point.
Bro, she annoyed me the moment she revealed. It was. I can't talk much.
Can't talk about it.
Yeah, no.
It's like no matter which way you try to.
Yeah,
it was hard. They made it. This movie made it really hard for you to like her. Like it was not. I just didn't like because it just seemed like it was out of character for her.
Highly
the amount of time it was out of character, and it's like, yo, bro, so many moments where you could have realized like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Like, chill the fuck out, like, you know what I mean? And it just, she didn't see what was happening. Like, she just changed to a different. I mean, yes, because the Darkhold, took over her fucking, her mind. But yeah, but 4.5 is that's my score.
I'd like to do a countdown again. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3.
I'm being good, guys.
3, 2.
All right, so let me hurry up and give my 4.5 so we can get out of here. But I feel all of y'all echoed pretty much exactly how I feel about this movie. I feel like I definitely enjoyed it, but I'm not going to say the movie fell flat because I felt like we got the 2 hours we needed to get. I felt like it was very tight. There was nothing that had me really like, why? What is going on here? Like, everything was pretty tight and concise for me. And I think that's why they chopped it down.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't feel like it was too short. Like I didn't feel like it. Like I was like, oh, it's 2 hours. It's gonna blow by quick. Nah, the pacing was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect pacing. I got what I needed. There were some things like how we talking about. Like it's like I understand in the storyline why this is going on, but I think what fell flat in the movie was them presenting that to us. Though it's like there was a lot of. This is why. We're in this universe. Okay, you see, this is why with this guy. You go to this unit, you see, this is why. So it's like, yeah, this is why. And I understand, but the same thing like Fresh said, it's like, it kind of like, all right, you're annoying me though. I don't really see how this is affecting you. It's just like, yeah, I know it's affecting you because this is what they said. So yeah, more of, I didn't feel that descent into madness. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, this is what it is, and all right, but I definitely enjoyed the movie. Like I said, it's a 4.5. I got a lot of shit from Near to Heaven that I needed. A lot of shit for me to continue to go on and theorize about where they're going with the future of this.
Oh yeah. Oh no. The fucking future.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, what's happening with the next shit? Oh. Yeah. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about Bruno.
Like. There was a lot of, even though it seemed like maybe madness, it never seemed like it was all over the place. It never seemed like it wasn't about Doctor Strange. Like there's cameos, it's the multiverse of madness, they're hopping all over the place, but it was continuously a Doctor Strange story from every angle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he observed himself, he learned about himself. Whether anybody else feels like he came out on the other end better or not, that's up to them to decide. But at the same time, to where his story is going, there's still more journey for him to discover a lot more and work on a lot more of himself as well. So it's character based on him, and I appreciated that as well also. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I really enjoyed myself. I saw it in 3D also. So yeah, some of the stuff wasn't pristine, but it was very good CGI. Very good 3D and CGI from what I've seen in other movies as well. So yeah, I had a good time. I didn't have a headache watching it. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I can't do 3D. That shit gives me a headache, eye ache.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
All the headaches.
It's because you know what it is. Like
neck up
3D,
aches. When they make it 3D, they change the frame rate a little bit. Yeah, so it takes a while for your eyes to adjust to the
the stuttering, then your eyes adjust. But by that time, for me, the headache is on site. I'm like, yo, I'm not even enjoying it. I haven't watched a 3D movie in years.
As soon as the 3D effects start, my eyes just start hurting, and I'm just like, oof, no, can't do it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why they started the 3D shit again. Because a lot of people weren't going to see 3D movies.
Yeah. If it's a fast-paced movie, 3D is not the best bet. If it's a slow, if it's like movements are slow, like Avatar in 3D was amazing. That didn't give me a headache, but it was not like a fast-paced situation. And going back into the trailers, the Avatar trailer, this is probably the first time in a while where I went to a theater and saw a trailer that I didn't see at home.
Yeah,
like I was surprised, and I was like, this movie looks fucking amazing, bro. James Cameron, yo, the fucking budget they give this guy to make his movies, like he must have a really good pitch. But the movie looks amazing, so I can't wait for that. That's coming out in December. What happened?
Avatar: Way of the Water.
It looked good in 3D too.
Oh, I could imagine. It looked really. That was like one of my first 3D movies when that whole phase of 3D and shit. I was like, that movie looked great. I was like, holy shit! When the fucking flowers were falling, like they look like jellyfish and shit.
Yeah.
That looked good too. But yeah,
I had to make an executive decision this time, man. I really didn't want. I wasn't my choice to do 3D, honestly, but it was either that or I have to miss the episode and check it out on like Sunday or Monday. So I'm like, all right, let me do the 3D. Because barely anybody was going to that. It was wide open. I could relax. Yeah, so it was good, man.
No. Kids love that shit, man. They love that 3D shit. So
yeah, my kid never seen a 3D movie before either. So I feel like this was a good one to take him for a special experience.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Oh man, we had one kid in the theater. He was super hype. Did he die?
Yeah,
like, he loud commentary throughout the movie. I was like,
shut up!
This kid is.
Yeah, it was that one kid, and he was like super loud, and his parents were not saying shut up. They were letting him live his life.
Nah, see, that's why I hate that shit. Me, my son's like, yo. Other people are watching the movie, yo. If you have any questions, yo.
My son. Yeah, I try to do that shit with my son too, because my son, he loses focus really quickly. He looked at me, he said, "I'm gonna go to bed right now." I said, "Yo, relax, bro." Like he's wild because he loses interest because it's not like he doesn't really like Doctor Strange like that. But,
okay.
But it was his birthday. Like it was like let's go to the movies. He's like, I'd rather watch Sonic. I'm like, I'll take you to see Sonic. Even though I saw it on bootleg, I'll see it. I'll take him to the theater to see that.
Sonic is fire. I was gonna go see that shit again.
More with clarity.
I was gonna go see it more again today, but the fucking show was out of theaters, or the theater I went to wasn't showing it.
Damn, that's crazy, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna set up probably a spoiler talk on this movie. I would say maybe if you guys are not busy Sunday, we could probably do something on Sunday, or maybe Saturday night. Tomorrow night we could set aside like maybe 30-40 minutes to do like a spoiler thing, but we could talk about that offline. Yeah, definitely look out for that. We're definitely gonna do like a separate thing for Doctor Strange because there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that is very spoilerish, and if you haven't seen it, you will definitely get spoiled. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up for this episode 83. We'll see you guys for the spoiler, as well as we'll see you back if you guys don't want to watch that. We'll be back on Friday, 10 o'clock, every Friday for episode 84, right? 84 or 5? I don't know. We updated. We're almost at 100, so we're almost at that goal. So yeah, we're gonna peace out. We'll see y'all next week, man. Till next time, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
Take it easy, everybody.